Hey, what's up, YouTube? Chris Heat here, and today. Hey, what's up, guys? Chris Heat here, and today we're going to talk about the NFL Week 1 analysis video for the Packers at Jacksonville game. So, interesting matchup here, first game of the season between these two. Jacksonville's offense, I think, was going to be a question coming in. And I think some people did have concerns with the Packers offense. It didn't really seem like they did a whole lot to try and help out Aaron Rodgers offensively throughout the offseason. So, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get into this one real quick. Good game. And Jacksonville did have a chance to win this game. Don't let that be twisted. They really did have a chance to come out of this game on top. So, let's see. Jacksonville opens up the game with the ball. They don't move it down the field real far whatsoever. It results in an interception. And it really wasn't Blake Bortles' fault. He threw it a bit behind Lee. And he knew he wasn't going to catch the ball. Should have just batted it down. Instead, it ends up getting popped up into the air, and then I think I forget who it was that came around and ended up picking it off. But Green Bay took advantage off of this. They got the ball on Jacksonville's 29-yard line, and by all means, they just ran down the field. Aaron Rodgers had the 6-yard rush for the touchdown. Extra point was good. He cut it right across, got the very tip of the pylon. So, Packers taking the early lead 7-0. Jacksonville after that doesn't really do much. They end up punting. Green Bay ends up punting on their next possession. Jacksonville, though, 3 plays, 48 yards, resulting in a Yeldon up the middle, 6 yards for the touchdown. Extra point was good. TJ Yeldon ran his ass off this entire game. We usually get into the individual stats at the end, but TJ Yeldon, 21 for 39 yards. He was only limited to 1.9 a carry with that touchdown, but my God, did he ran his ass off. The run defense for both sides of the ball was really good. So let's go ahead. After that, Jacksonville, their defense comes up big. Packers have to punt. After that, Jacksonville ends up punting. Green Bay punts after that. Jacksonville, though, took a good amount of time off the clock here in the second quarter. They go 12 plays, 45 yards. End up getting the Jason Myers 26-yard field goal, putting them up 10-7. Green Bay responds by marching down the entire field, 75 yards, 9 plays. Aaron Rodgers making, doing what he does best. It's the best way to put it. He found Adams for 16 yards throughout this drive. He found Nelson for 8. He had a short pass to Eddie Lacy for 17 yards. And then it was capped off by a pass to Jordy Nelson for 6 yards. And the Crosby kick was good. Jacksonville, though, not letting that get to them. They respond by marching down the field, too. 7 plays, 75 yards. Absolutely crazy. Bortles found TJ Yeldon for 11. He found Thomas for 10 yards shortly after that. And then Allen Hurns with a 30-yard completion. Yeldon with the... Might be. After that, Bortles found Julius Thomas again for 22 yards. Extra point good. And Jacksonville, just like that's right back in this thing. They're up 17-14 at this point. And then Green Bay yet again responding with another 75-yard drive, 5 plays. Rodgers went off. He found Starks for 6 yards. He found Cobb for 10 yards. And then he found Devontae Adams for 29 yards, resulting in the touchdown. Green Bay goes up 21-17 going into halftime. And Green Bay gets the ball coming out of halftime too. So they march down the field 68 yards, have to settle for a field goal. Jacksonville's defense, again, coming up big. So it's 24-17. Jacksonville responds with a field goal of their own. And then right after that, Green Bay with a field goal. And then Jacksonville with the field goal. I mean, it was just, these two teams are just marching down the field. Incredible plays. The defense, in terms of the run defense for both teams, was really good. But, I mean, Aaron Rodgers was picking apart this pass defense left and right on some of these drives. So, near the end of the game, Green Bay's up 27-23. Jacksonville does have a chance to win this. And on a 4th and 1, Blake Bortles had a short pass to Allen Hurns behind the line of scrimmage, which I really wasn't a fan of. You would have thought with a guy in Allen Hurns who was absolutely killing it this game, you would at least try and throw it to him beyond the first down, like a yard right after the first down marker, but they didn't end up doing that, and Green Bay ends up winning this game. So going through some of these stats, Aaron Rodgers went 20 for 34, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns. Really great game from him. Blake Bortles went 24 for 39 with 320 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He killed it. That interception really wasn't his fault. I wouldn't pay too much attention to that. He did get sacked 3 times, though. So, Eddie Lacy, 14 carries, 61 yards. They limited him to only having 4.4 carry. TJ Yeldon, 21-39. We went over that. He did have the 1 touchdown, though. Aaron Rodgers also had that rushing touchdown. As for receiving, Randall Cobb, 6 for 57. His longest on the day was 32. Devontae Adams went 3 for 50. Jordy Nelson, 6 for 32. As for Jacksonville, Devontae and Jordy also, had touchdowns. Should have pointed that out. But Allen Hurns, 4 for 75. Allen Robinson, 6 for 72. These two virtually identical, carrying a bulk of the load. Julius Thomas, 5 for 64. What was I going to say? Bortles found him a number of times, especially in the end zone on that touchdown. As for fumbles, Joe Thomas fumbled for the Packers. Did not lose that, though. And Allen Robinson also fumbled, but they didn't lose that one. As for the defense, Morgan Burnett, 8 solo tackles, leading the way for the Packers in that. He also had a QB hit. The team overall combined for 4 QB hits, the Green Bay. Jake Ryan with 6 solo tackles. Demarius Randall with 6 solo tackles. He also had 2 pass defenses. Clinton Dix with 5 solo tackles and a pass defense. As for Jacksonville, Jonathan Sapirin, 9 solo tackles leading the way for them. Miles above Telvin Smith with 6 solo tackles. The team overall combined for 3 QB hits, but Prince Amukuamara, I probably botched the hell out of that name. I am so bad with names, guys, but he had 2 solo tackles and a pass defense. So overall, Jacksonville did have a chance to win this. Weren't able to really get it done late in the game. I'm going to be on the lookout for their offense, though, not going to lie. And this team as a whole throughout the season, I think they're going to get overlooked a little bit. They had a good performance, a solid performance overall. And the same goes with the Packers. A lot of people, I think, thought that Green Bay was going to blow out Jacksonville, and they really didn't. Jacksonville was able to hang in there. So is that more of a test to say that Jacksonville is getting better, or Green Bay's digressing a little bit? I mean, it can go either way a little bit. So I think paying attention to these two teams throughout the season is going to be a really important thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will talk to you guys on the next game analysis week 1 video. Until then, you guys have a good one.